There are many methods to safely and efficiently perform a residential and small commercial gas appliance system check. The purpose of this video is to teach you how to properly complete a gas appliance system check form that will provide your company with important documentation of a gas appliance system inspection. Please be aware that all information recorded on the gas appliance system check form in this video, including serial numbers, appliances, and appliance systems, are sample results used for teaching purposes only. Your results will differ depending on the equipment and checks completed at each customer location. You should check with your supervisor for any company-specific documentation requirements. This video does not cover all the checks and requirements for placing new gas distribution systems or appliances into operation. One method to address these requirements is through training courses provided by the Certified Employee Training Program, or CTEP. This propane industry program also provides training and important additional information on the installation of appliances, venting systems, and combustion air requirements. It is recommended that appropriate CTEP courses be completed prior to conducting a gas appliance system check, as this program is based on the CTEP curriculum and NFPA code requirements. To learn more about training courses and materials available through CTEP, visit propanecouncil.org. What is a gas appliance system check? A gas appliance system check is a voluntary set of guidelines for inspecting residential and small commercial gas appliance systems. You should always refer to the specific appliance manufacturer's instructions for maintenance recommendations, as they may differ depending on the appliance. Technicians should be familiar with the codes, standards, and regulations adopted in their jurisdiction and should follow them when performing a gas appliance system check inspection. It is not intended to replace, alter, or amend any state or local codes, standards, or regulations applicable to residential and small commercial gas appliance systems. A gas appliance system check is not intended to replace, alter, or amend your company's policies and procedures. Those performing the inspections should be familiar with those policies and procedures and should follow them when performing an inspection. Make sure you are properly trained before conducting a gas appliance system check. A gas appliance system check covers appliance check, vent system inspection, verification of adequate combustion air, interior gas piping inspection, customer safety information review and acknowledgement. A gas appliance system check does not include inspection information for propane containers, exterior equipment and components, or for conducting any testing of the gas distribution system. A gas system check will provide you guidance on how to conduct an inspection and any testing of the gas system. A gas appliance system check can be used in conjunction with a gas system check when conducting a gas system inspection. Please be aware that lack of training, equipment, or parts might prevent you from correcting all problems and issues identified during an inspection. In addition, you should always consult your company's policies and procedures before replacing and repairing equipment. You may also discover a problem or issue causing the appliance or a component of the appliance system unsafe for the customer to operate. You may need to take an appliance out of service. In that circumstance, you should consult your company's policies and procedures in determining steps to be taken. Advise your supervisor or other qualified person if you encounter a problem or issue that you are not trained to address. Steps to take before starting a gas appliance system check. You will need to take the following steps and actions before you begin a gas appliance system check at a customer's location. 1. Fill out customer's contact information. At the top of the gas appliance system check form, record the customer's account number, name, address, and telephone numbers. Verify with the customer that the information is complete and accurate. 2. Show the customer the gas appliance system check form and explain the procedure. It is important that the customer understand the scope of the inspection you will be doing. Answer any questions the customer has before proceeding with your inspection. 3. Obtain information from the customer regarding the gas appliances and the gas appliance system. Before proceeding with the inspection, find out from the customer if there have been any recent changes to the gas system or gas appliances, including but not limited to whether any appliances have been recently removed or installed. If there has been any construction or repairs and maintenance work done recently on or near the gas system. Whether there have been any recent problems with the gas system or any of the appliances. Whether there have been any unusual smells or odors indicative of a possible gas leak. Or whether the gas system or appliances have been flooded or exposed to any other unique environmental condition that could possibly impact their operation. Appliance check. Now you are ready to begin the inspection. Begin with the appliance check. From each appliance's nameplate, record on the form the type of appliance being inspected. Note that each appliance should be listed separately across the top of the form. Use additional forms if necessary. The name of the manufacturer, the model number, the serial number. Next, check the burner and combustion chamber of each appliance. To check the burner and combustion chamber, you may complete the following items. Inspect the area near the burner for combustible or flammable products. Inspect burners and crossovers for blockage and corrosion. If you are inspecting a furnace, check the heat exchanger for cracks, openings, or excessive corrosion. If you are inspecting a boiler, check for evidence of water or combustion product leaks. Inspect the main burner for proper burning characteristics. Determine that the pilot is burning properly if equipped. Verify that burner ignition is satisfactory. Inspect the combustion chamber for warping or cracks. Cycle the unit to make sure the burner is operating properly. If the burner and combustion chamber are in proper working order, place a check mark on the appliance check form box for each item. If a combustion chamber is not required for the appliance, check NA on the form. Please note that throughout the inspection process, do not check off any boxes if unsafe conditions exist with any appliance or system component. If repairs are needed to pass inspection, be sure to obtain the customer's permission and complete the repairs before checking the appropriate box. Follow your company policy if repairs are needed. Note any repairs completed or any recommended actions if applicable. Next, inspect the manual shutoff valve. Verify the installation and condition of the manual shutoff valve for each appliance. Each manual shutoff must be accessible and serve a single appliance. If the manual shutoff valve is installed and in proper working order, place a check mark in the box on the form. Next, inspect the sediment trap. If a sediment trap is required, make sure it is installed properly. If the sediment trap is installed and in proper working order, place a check mark in the box on the form. If a sediment trap is not required for the appliance, check NA on the form. The next step is to check the pilot safety system. First, test the safety shutoff device on each control to determine whether it is operating properly. Then, inspect the system for evidence of flooding. Ask the customer if there is any reason to believe the system has been subjected to flooding. If the pilot safety system is in proper working order, place a check mark in the box on the form. If a pilot safety system is not required for the appliance, check NA on the form. First, verify that the electronic ignition system is operating correctly. Next, inspect electronic ignition system components for defects and carbon buildup on the flame sensor. If the electronic ignition system is in proper working order, place a check mark in the box on the form. If an electronic ignition system is not required for the appliance, check NA on the form. The next step in the gas system appliance check is to inspect the venting system. A venting system inspection requires a thorough understanding of the venting process. If you are not trained to inspect venting systems, get additional training before attempting to inspect a venting system. Once you have determined the type of venting system, conduct an inspection based on the manufacturer's instructions and requirements of the venting system. You will only be able to inspect the venting system that is visible and readily accessible to you at the time of the inspection. Be sure to follow your company's policies and procedures when conducting a venting system inspection. A vent system inspection may include the following steps. Verify the appliance venting category to be sure the correct venting material is used and is configured correctly. Verify the vent system is adequately sized and installed according to NFPA 54 and the manufacturer's instructions. Verify that venting components have adequate clearance to combustible materials. Check the venting system for corrosion, cracks, and other defects. Verify the vent connector is securely attached to the appliance. Verify the venting components are sealed if required. For natural draft appliances, check for flue gas spillage at the draft hood. If the venting system is in proper working order, place a check mark in the box on the form. If a venting system is not required for the appliance, check NA on the form. The total BTU input of some appliances in the same room or area affects combustion air requirements. Consult the National Fuel Gas Code or the CTEP curriculum for important information on calculating combustion, dilution, and ventilation air. If the combustion air supply is sufficient for the room size, place a check mark in the box on the form. Once all appliances have been inspected and they are in proper working order, check off the Yes box in the Installation Review section of the form to document that all the appliances are suitable for continued service. If there is a problem with an appliance, check the No box. The appliance must be either repaired or taken out of service per your company policy. If an appliance needs to be taken out of service, generally the gas supply is disconnected from the appliance and the open line is capped or plugged. Attach a warning tag to the appliance or part of the gas system being removed from service. Explain your findings to the customer and advise them that you have removed the appliance from service for their safety and have tagged it. The appliance may not be operated until a repair is made or a replacement is installed. Documentation of the tag should be provided to your office per company policy requirements. If an appliance was removed from service and a warning tag was installed, place a check mark on the form. Interior piping inspection. Next, inspect the interior gas piping to ensure it is suitable for continued service. Verify the size of the piping versus the length of the run to make sure it can supply the required pressure and maximum demand to all appliances. Be sure the correct gas piping material is used for the vapor pressure utilized. Verify the gas piping system and fittings are installed properly. Make sure they are adequately supported, bonded if required, covered or protected if exposed to damage. Inspect the gas piping for defects such as corrosion, kinks, cracks, or other defects that could cause a leak. Also, check all appliance flex connectors for signs of kinking, cracking, or corrosion. Once the inspection of the interior gas piping has been completed and everything is in proper working order, check off the box in the Installation Review section of the form to document that the piping is suitable for continued service. Safety Information Review with Customer. After the gas appliance system check has been completed, print and sign your name in the applicable space on the form, certifying that you have completed the system check and installation review. Also, fill in the date of the completed inspection. The next important step is to talk to the customer about propane safety and provide safety materials. First, explain to the customer what to do if they smell a gas odor or suspect there might be a gas leak. A good resource to use is the propane safety pamphlet or brochure developed by PERC. After explaining what to do if the customer smells a gas odor or suspects a gas leak, show the customer where to shut off the gas at the tank or cylinder. Next, confirm that the customer knows what propane smells like. Whether or not the customer smelled the propane, advise that the odorant giving propane its distinctive smell can fade, diminish in intensity, or otherwise go undetected due to certain physical or environmental conditions and limitations. Recommend that the customer consider installing one or more gas detectors listed by Underwriters Laboratories. After you have talked to the customer and provided safety materials, check off the Yes box in the Installation Review section of the form to document that the customer has received and reviewed safety information. Customer Review of Inspection Form. Thoroughly review the inspections completed on the appliances and piping during the gas appliance system check and ensure the customer is aware that only the items listed on the form were covered during this inspection. Make sure the customer fully understands what work was done and any recommendations you made. For example, if a problem or issue was found during the inspection, clearly note in the comment section of the form what was done to correct that condition or what follow-up was required. If applicable, record the work order number as a reference for any service performed and fill in the date the inspection was completed. If the customer rejects or otherwise refuses to implement your recommendation, note that on the inspection form. Have the customer read the Customer Acknowledgement section of the form. You can also read this section to them. Ask the customer to initial each of the items in this section, acknowledging that they understand the gas appliance system check procedure, repairs completed, recommended actions, general propane safety information, and are satisfied with the work performed. If you also completed a gas system check form, be sure the acknowledgement section of that form is filled out as well. Ask the customer if they have any additional questions, comments, or concerns. Make sure all of their questions are answered. If you cannot answer a question, tell the customer you will contact your supervisor and follow up with them. Finally, have the customer enter the date and have them print and sign their name, acknowledging that they have read and fully understand the inspection and certification. Provide a copy of the form to the customer and return the original to your office to be placed in the customer's file. This inspection form is extremely important and needs to be retained according to your company policy. Summary and conclusion. The propane industry is committed to providing the highest level of safety and service to its customers and employees. By properly completing and documenting a gas appliance system check, your customer will be assured that their system is operating in a safe and efficient manner at the time of inspection.